We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Ball teed up, Logan Cook after the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And the tackle saves a touchdown, but they still take over inside the red zone.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's setting his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for second down.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. Fights off with Tampa, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. So the first drive goes almost nowhere, and then Brock, then they turn it over.
You know, it is such a double whammy, Kate. Obviously, you hate the turnover and giving away possession. But these opening drives are really a time to see what your opponent's going to do. The great coordinators will script it, right, to get different personnel and different formations to try to get some tells from the defense. No tell there other than a critical giveaway.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
That's caught. Devon Achane. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. Having gained about a handful there. Was Kenny Clark on the tackle.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Penix dumps it off to his running back. He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Throwing deep down the near sideline. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meet.
And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. And the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Penix facing a 3rd and long. Downfield, this finds Waddle. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there could be more interceptions.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. For the Dolphins, readying for the punt. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
1st down. Here's Dak. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
2nd down carry for Jones. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Trying for the deep ball. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Punt taken at midfield. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Go. Let's go now.
Starting this drive with a design run. Shoots away from one. And he has this down to the 34. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is a Dolphins first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Dolphins first down.
Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And he's encouraged out of bounds after that 9-yard gain. So that's going to make it 2nd and 1.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Santos' kick is good, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Turpin with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This is our last play of the quarter. And he gets back to the line, but no more. So we're through one. 7-3 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment.
The 24-yard line.
Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Look at that power, deep left side. They connect on the deep shot. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. They gain 11 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you stepped off the gas. You could feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
From the red zone now. Running a screen now for Jones. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards. And a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Wide.
They'll run in here with Jaden Blue. They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Dolphins bring out a 5th defensive back on 3rd.
Kill. Yeah, here we go. 46, 40, wide. Here we go. Kill. 46, 46.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
They're going for this, thinking touchdown, obviously, but they could also get a first down. He gets the handout. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On first down, here's Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. And they give him about that 15-yard line before they're able to drop him. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
On first down, here's Penix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, a run with Charbonnet. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on 3rd. They send a man in motion. Third down, it's Penix. That's caught for the first. Still fighting forward. He could do it. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 2nd quarter lead.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get him on a handoff, pin-off, a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and then he can do his damage big time.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The XP is up and good. And the Dolphins push their lead to 3. On now is Cook to kick this away. Turpin with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Dak to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead.
Cowboys 14, Dolphins 10. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. This makes it up to the 25.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's going to be 1st down, Miami.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
We've set it downs from the 37. On 1st down, this is Charbonnet. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Penix here from the gun. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple of seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. They'll send Logan Cook out again for the punt. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Throw secured by George Pickett. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
He's trying to put brought in inside the 20. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has it well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone on first. And screen here to Blue. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11.
Dolphins 10. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Flush down out to his left. And he'll go down here. Covers up nicely after a gain of 7. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 3 now. Here's Penix to throw. Hits his running back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for them. It starts at the 38. Penix now on 1st down. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball left. This is caught inside the 15. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a 1-score game before halftime. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Return starts from the goal line. Returnable from near the end zone. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
46. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide in. 26.
Prescott out of his end zone. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, check. Wide in. Here we go, here we go. Going to 50.
Throwing again here from the end zone. Into the hands of Pickett. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Kill. 47. Wide in. Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. 26.
Looking to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here's the final play of our first half.
Yeah! There we go! 26.
He's back to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
To kick off for the Cowboys.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Penix now to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
To the air on 3rd and long. Complete left side to Robinson. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is a Dolphins' 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second down carry for Achane. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
On 3rd down, they're going with Charbonnet. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done. He's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Line quick there, and they bring him to the turf. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. To the air with Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 1st down, here's Penix. This one's caught. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. Achane. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Line up the design keeper. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Back-to-back runs, stops short, and now it leaves him with a big 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Third and goal, they need 3 yards here.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Penix. This finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take the lead right away in half number 2. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Dak off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. Here we go,
1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And the Dolphins are going to get to him. He is dropped. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
They'll run the draw with Jones. Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards ahead of 3rd down. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long.
Here we go, 54, 47.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is a heater going deep. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Derwin James picks it. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Slot receivers headed left. Penix on 1st down. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Here we go. Next.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Dolphins football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. Second down now, 7 to go. Penix here from the gun. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 27 on the play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally this defense has an answer.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. From the shotgun, Penix. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches will really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
3rd down, it's Penix. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Turpin with a return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Prescott now off the play fake. Has him running the comeback. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
1st down, here's Dak. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, it sure seems like they have found the wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read, Brock. Got him on a pick on the last drive, and they should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception you don't like, back-to-back drives. That's a really hard walk off the field.
And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10
Still
yards
10
to
yards
go.
to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Prescott now on 3rd down. In trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Dolphins pick it up. And Miami returns this to the end zone. Touchdown! The Dolphins stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot, quickness, right? Usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
This is caught. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails.
Cowboys 21.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott here from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock. But, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. He just did.
And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott to throw here, 3rd and 2. Lamb has another one. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott on 1st and 10. Running a screen now for Jones. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Dak throwing again. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Hey, 47. Here we go.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Absolutely fires this one right side. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on down. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Liking 18.
A-Chain again. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Let's stick with A-Chain. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. That's a solid block in there. Springs him for 8. It's going to be second down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Now we get to Charbonnet coming right. They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Dolphins ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Receiver in motion, going left. Penix on 3rd down. Has it in close. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. You got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Let's go now. 70 Lions, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Take over.
H.N. punches it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins have likely locked up the win right there. Devon H.N. with the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Dolphins go up by 19. On now is Cook to kick this away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Dak to the air here. And screen here to Blue. Gets up the edge to the 35. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
We've set it downs from the 37.
Here we go. Yeah! Here we go! 480. 47. 26.
Throwing on first is Prescott. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah! Here we go. Here we go. 47. Hey, kill. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Back to the air. Prescott. Lamb brings it in yet again. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Yeah! Here we go, 47.
Prescott to throw once more. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
47.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We're going to 54. Why? Hey, 47. Hey, kill.
Here's Prescott, first and 10. Trying to push deep downfield. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cater Kohu. And the Dolphins take over as he records his 10th career INT.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Design quarterback run here. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All right, here we go. Second down. Here's a design run. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. They're drawn up for him. And he hits a wall, stops at a yard. And that's going to bring up fourth down. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. The return begins on their side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
Yeah! Here we go!
Dak off the play fake. He's in trouble, and the Dolphins get him. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up second and 20 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Dak. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Here he goes, third and long. Trying to push deep downfield. And that one is picked off. But wait a second. Oh, he came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
One final shot here. That one's complete, right side. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Dallas.